Breaking heart health news during Heart Month. There's a new study out. Today I've got Dr. Tania Elliot. How are you, doctor?
I'm doing well. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. So tell us about the results of this study.
So, the study was conducted by Doctors Best, which is a leading supplement company. And they found that 60% of the survey respondents didn't even know their risk of heart disease, which is wild to me because heart disease is the number one killer in America, affecting both men and women. One person dies every 35 seconds from heart disease. 60% of the respondents didn't even know their risk. The second thing that was concerning to me is that 50% of Gen Zers, right? These are the people under the age of 30, were worried about their heart. And they cited stress as the number one risk factor, the thing that they were concerned most about, and that those stress levels were contributing to fatigue and other symptoms. The other thing that was interesting is that 17% of those Gen Z responders, right, under the age of 30 were on a statin, right? A statin is the most commonly prescribed medication for high cholesterol. It's really useful in helping to reduce heart disease risk. But there's lots of young people on statins, right? This is impacting everybody. This isn't just something that's impacting our parents and our grandparents, right? So that's really important to be aware of. And the last piece is that very few people knew much about this compound called coenzyme Q10, which we can talk a little bit more about.
Talk about that. How important is this to heart health, this enzyme, and how can people ensure they are maintaining healthy levels?
Yeah, so coenzyme Q10 is a compound that our muscles need to create energy. And the most important muscle, and where the highest concentration of that coenzyme Q10 is in the heart. People think, oh, my heart's an organ, right? No, your heart's a muscle, right? It's pumping, it needs to be strong. And our coenzyme Q10 levels actually go down over time. Coenzyme Q10 is also present in other muscles in the body. And the thing that's important to understand is that statins, which are, the important, right, to reduce your cholesterol levels, well, they also reduce your coenzyme Q10 levels. So this is an inadvertent or unintended consequence of being on a statin. They're really important to be on for your heart health, but they also reduce the coenzyme Q10 levels, which are also important for your heart.
So, doctor, what steps should people take to help decrease their heart disease risk?
Well, one thing, just to kind of round out this coenzyme Q10 heart health story, is to talk with your doctor about being on a supplement, because coenzyme Q10 is something that you could really only you get it from fatty foods and lentils and things like that, but it's mostly found in organ meats. And I don't know too many people that are eating like liverwurst sandwiches every day, right? And eating organ meats every day. So talk with your doctor about supplementation, right? And whether or not that's right for you, because we see better cardiovascular and heart health outcomes for people that are on coenzyme Q10 supplementation. What else can they do? Make sure you know your heart disease risk. Be aware, have conversations with your doctor about the routine tests like cholesterol and diabetes levels and checking for high blood pressure, but also other tests that could help to determine. There are other blood tests that can help determine your heart disease risk. There's even an imaging study called the coronary calcium score, which takes a picture of your heart to help determine whether you truly have plaque buildup in your heart. And then, of course, I'm going to say eat healthy and exercise and do strength training. But do it with your friends and do that with community, right? Not just in isolation, because we've got this epidemic of social isolation right now. And that's an independent risk factor. When you're isolated, when you're alone, when you're lonely, that's an independent risk factor of early mortality. So I say make exercise fun, do it with a group. Make healthy eating fun. Start a healthy eating challenge potluck with your neighbors, right? Do it within the context of community. We often forget that message.
Now, where can people go for more information?
You can follow me, Dr. Tania Elliot, on social media, but go to doctorsbest.com to find out more about coenzyme Q10 and about your heart health.
All right, now before we go, you said social media. What social media platforms should we go to for you?
I'm all over the place. I'm mostly biggest on Instagram, but you can find me anywhere. You really can.
Dr. Tania Elliot, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.